Have you ever wondered how the world's first clock was set? This question may seem simple, but the answer is far from straightforward. The first clocks in history were rather basic, lacking the precision and complexities of modern timepieces. They were the embodiment of simplicity, a stark contrast to the intricate mechanisms we have grown accustomed to in today's age. This simplicity, however, is what makes the mystery of the first clock setting all the more intriguing. Unlike the atomic clocks of the 21st century, these early timekeepers didn't have the luxury of satellite synchronization or internet connectivity. Their design was simple, their purpose clear, but the method of their calibration remains a subject of speculation. Historians and horologists, those who study timekeeping, have been piecing together traces of evidence using the technology of that era and the principles of clock operation to hypothesize how the first clock might have been set. Yet, despite their best efforts, the exact method of setting the world's first clock remains shrouded in uncertainty. Could it have been set using sundials, the time-telling devices that indicate the time by the position of the sun? Or perhaps water clocks, which measure time based on the regulated flow of liquid, played a role in this primitive calibration process. And let's not forget the concept of standard time, where one central clock served as the reference for all others within a particular region. These are just a few of the possible methods that could have been used to set the very first clock. Each presents its own set of challenges and advantages, adding another layer to the already complex tapestry of horological history. So while we don't know exactly how it was set, let's explore the possible methods used. As we delve into this fascinating topic, remember that the mystery of the first clock isn't just about the passage of hours and minutes, but a testament to human ingenuity and our relentless pursuit of understanding time. Historians and clockmakers have a few theories on how these first clocks were set. Let's dive into the possible methods that could have been used to set the time on the world's first clocks. One prevalent theory points to the use of sundials. Sundials were one of the earliest methods of telling time, based on the position of the sun. As the sun moved across the sky, the shadow cast by the sundial's pointer, or gnomon, would shift, indicating the time of day. Thus, it's plausible that the first clocks were set according to the time indicated by sundials. Another theory suggests the use of water clocks. These devices, also known as clepsydras, were common in ancient times. They operated by allowing a fixed amount of water to flow from one container to another. The time it took for the water to run out was used as a measure of passing time. Like sundials, water clocks could have been used to set the time on the first mechanical clocks. A third theory involves the use of a standard time set by a local clock tower or a clockmaker. In some regions, it was common for a town's clock tower or a respected clockmaker's timepiece to serve as the standard time. Other clocks in the area would then be set to match this standard time. Of course, these are all theories. The truth is, we may never know exactly how the first clocks were set. The technology and methods of the time have long since evolved, and the specifics of those early clock setting methods have been lost to history. However, these theories provide a fascinating glimpse into how our ancestors might have synchronized their timepieces. Whether it was by observing the movement of the sun, measuring the flow of water, or following a local standard, it's clear that the desire for accurate timekeeping has been a constant throughout human history. These are just theories, but they give us an idea of how the first clocks might have been synchronized. Let's take a closer look at the world's first clock itself. This clock, believed to have been created around 1500 BC, came to us from the world of ancient Egypt. Now, if you're picturing a grand golden timepiece adorned with hieroglyphs, you might need to adjust your expectations a bit. This clock was a far cry from the intricate mechanical watches or digital displays we're accustomed to today. Instead, this early timekeeper operated on the principles of a water clock. Imagine a vessel filled with water, with a small hole allowing the liquid to slowly drip out. The Egyptians would measure time based on the level of water left in the pot. Ingenious, isn't it? This method was not only simple but also remarkably effective for its time. The Egyptians, ever so meticulous, divided their day into 24 hours. This might seem familiar because it's the same system we use today, albeit with a much more sophisticated understanding and tracking of time. Now, you must be wondering who had access to these clocks. Well, they weren't exactly a common household item. These first clocks were exclusive to the rich and powerful. Kings, priests, and the wealthy could afford such a luxury. The common folk, on the other hand, relied on simpler methods, such as the position of the sun or the crowing of the roosters, to tell time. These clocks were not just tools for timekeeping, they were also status symbols, showcasing the wealth and power of those who owned them. They were, in many ways, a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of understanding our world. As we can see, these first clocks were quite different from what we use today, but they laid the foundation for the timekeeping devices that have become such an integral part of our daily lives. They remind us of our journey through time and how far we've come in our quest to measure it. So, how was the world's first clock set? Well, that's a question we've been trying to unravel throughout our journey today. It's a bit like piecing together a jigsaw puzzle, with some pieces missing, but we've managed to assemble a plausible picture nonetheless. Remember, the earliest clocks were far from the precise digital marvels we're accustomed to today. They were simple, rudimentary instruments, and their exact setting methods remain shrouded in mystery. However, based on the technologies and principles of timekeeping prevalent in those eras, we can make some educated guesses. One likely method was the use of sundials. These ancient devices, which tracked the sun's movement across the sky, could have provided a reference point for setting the earliest clocks. Just imagine aligning your clock with the shadow cast by the sun, a celestial body millions of miles away. Quite ingenious. Water clocks, too, might have played a role. These devices measured time based on the flow of water from one container to another. It's possible that the first clocks were set according to the time it took for a certain amount of water to flow. It's a simple concept, but in an era without modern technology, it could have been a reliable method. And then there's the notion of standard time, where a specific clock tower or clockmaker's timepiece was used as the reference for setting other clocks. The concept of a community rallying around a shared measure of time is indeed a powerful one. While we may never know the exact method, it's fascinating to ponder how our ancestors measured time, setting the foundation for the precise timekeeping we enjoy today. From sundials to water clocks, from standard time to the world's first clock, we've journeyed through centuries of human ingenuity. And though our quest has been speculative, it's a testament to the timeless human curiosity and our relentless pursuit of understanding the world around us. As we've seen, the journey of timekeeping is a fascinating one. It's a tale woven from the threads of human curiosity, ingenuity, and our ceaseless pursuit of understanding the world around us. From the first sundials in ancient Egypt to the sophisticated timepieces we wear on our wrists today, each step in this evolution has had profound impacts on society and our daily lives. Just imagine, the first clocks were not objects of convenience, but luxury items, accessible only to the wealthy and powerful. They were as much a status symbol as they were a tool, marking the passage of time for kings, priests, and the affluent. But as time went on and technology advanced, these tools of timekeeping became more accessible, more accurate, and more integral to the functioning of society. Consider the sundial and the water clock. Simple in their design, yet they laid the groundwork for our understanding of time. They provided the framework for the day, dividing it into manageable segments, allowing us to plan, coordinate, and structure our lives. And though these early timepieces may lack the precision we're accustomed to today, they were the stepping stones that led us to the intricate mechanisms of the modern clock. The evolution of timekeeping is not just about the technology. It's about how these tools have shaped our perception of time and our place within it. They've given us the ability to measure the immeasurable, to quantify the passage of time, and in doing so have profoundly influenced our societal structures, our routines, and our very way of life. Next time you glance at your watch or check the time on your smartphone, take a moment to appreciate the centuries of innovation and ingenuity that have made that simple act possible. Remember the long history and ingenious methods that have led to the clocks we use today. the story of timekeeping is a testament to human creativity and our relentless pursuit of knowledge. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the wonders of history.